Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Super excited about today's content because not only did we pass our 50k trading account challenge I was talking about in the previous video, but it was using the exact same strategy we went over. So in the last video, I did a pretty brief introduction as to what strategy I was using and of course talking about Apex. But this time I've gained a whole lot more experience because not only have I passed the challenge? I've seen, what you have to do after that. There are some next steps, and so I'll talk about that really briefly, and then I've also got some setups that I took and that I paper traded as well, all to give me practice for this Apex 50k account. So really quick, I would like to say, if you guys are considering starting a evaluation account with Apex, only use the 50k, and the reason for that is because the 25k account, which is still pretty popular, is 16 bucks, while the 50k is 18 bucks. So it's really not a difference at all. If you think it's a difference, you probably shouldn't be trying this in the first place. And then the next account up, which is the 75k and then the 100k, those are only like 20 bucks and then 22 bucks, so it's still a small difference, but you're not actually getting double or triple the contracts. So when you pay $22 for the 100k, you're actually only getting 14 contracts, if I remember correctly. Maybe a bit more, but it's only something like that where you're not actually getting, double the contracts because it's double the account size. So 50k is the way to go. I didn't know that. I spent money on some bigger ones. Now I do. And this is the one that I actually passed because I actually took it seriously and used this strategy only. Actually, that's a lie. I took 7 trades, 6 were winners, 1 was a loser. The one loser was not using the strategy. So for the most part, we did very well, and it really just goes to show how this strategy at least for me, has worked much better than anything else. So this was one of our trades, and let me adjust this back. Because I have filmed this video a couple times, but I've had pretty bad background noise, and one of them stopped recording pretty early on, so that was unfortunate. We're doing it again though, we're gonna get it right this time. Really quick, I am going to make this video probably a little bit longer than normal, but really quick I'd like to go over some stuff. So in the video from 2 weeks ago, we talked about buying American Airlines in the low $11. It hit like 10.95 or something, and then Ford at 9.50 and BNKU at 10.80. I just want you guys to look at those prices, or sorry, BNKU at 10.47, I think even. Look at those prices and tell me if you notice something. So we're up about 60% on BNKU, and very happy numbers on the others, American Airlines and Ford. Not as big, of course, because it's not a leveraged trade, but still the portfolios are super, super happy today. So if you guys want access to all the trades that I take live, including these day trades, that's all going to be in the Discord below. And also, one more thing, definitely pay attention because one of my friends is already using this strategy. He's taken 8 trades and all 8 of them have been green. And then a couple people who have joined me for the live trading on some weekdays in the Discord server have also passed their Apex funded accounts with me alongside them, just literally just taking the trades I'm taking. So this is a very, very effective trading strategy. So I've got some of these to show you guys. Like I said, it's going to be a pretty long video, but I'll go as quickly as I can. Basically, what I'm looking for an entry is going to be, as you guys can see with all of this, we're looking for a lot of red, a big red move down, big move down. No matter what color your candles are, we're looking for a big move down. I like to keep mine red and green. And as you guys can see with all of these, every single one of these, we have a pretty quick reversal to the upside, and it's always to the upside. I strictly trade this strategy to the upside, as I find its win rate is significantly higher. I have taken losses taking it to the downside much more than taking it to the upside. And then the back testing, for anyone wondering, I've been trading this since early this summer, and I've taken over 50 trades with the, I mean, probably about 85% of them have been winners. That I actually stuck to the strategy, the vast majority have been winners. So, for an entry, we want our big red move down. Doesn't always have to be huge. This time, in this trade, we just got a more minor pullback, but a pullback nonetheless. And then we're trying to find consolidation. So we're waiting till, let me move these out of the way, till we see some support and some resistance. So how do we find these? It's very, very basic, guys. We're looking for similar open and closing candles. So we see that our support is going to be down here because we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rejections. You don't need 7. Some of these are going to be like 2 or 3, but that just goes to show how good it is, right? The more the better. In this case, it really is the more the better, but you don't always need it. So we then find our resistance with rejections as well. Same thing as support. You're just looking for a bunch of rejections, and then you're entering long on a close above. So notice how we actually closed above our consolidation with this candle. We went long. So, sorry, this I dragged as well. So this is what it would look like. And your stop loss is right below the zone. Why is it right below? Because instead of, either being much farther or at the zone, right at the support, because you're expecting price to reject from support. And I cannot tell you how many times that has saved me. If I were to, like many people do, put my stop loss at support, it's just gonna stop you out and then go and hit all your take profits. If you do it right below, you could technically lose more money if it does hit your stop, which will happen. You will have losing trades. But it's just the highest, by far, win rate strategy I've ever traded in my life. But it gives you a little more room for rejections. And then for profit targets, you're literally just targeting levels, just like you did with your support and resistance. So let's draw it out. Let's get our trend line. You're just looking for where have we rejected. We see some bounces here, right? We see a whole lot here. It's not hard at all. It's just lines, horizontal lines, right? And then you copy, go to your next one. Our next take profit is going to be right here, right? Because of all of these rejections. And our final take profit is going to be right here because of these rejections. See this supply where we're selling every time we get to this point? So that's where we want to sell as well. It did go higher, but that is the smart thing to do. You do not want to be greedy with these trading challenges at all. It will hurt you. So with that being said, let's look at a couple other setups, excuse me. So we had a quick move down. We had a very big move down here, and this is the trade that actually passed my challenge after a lot of patience trading this strategy. So we found our support down here, 1, 2, 3 rejections. Resistance, we found this similar close, so 1, and then 2. Then we saw a little push down, that's always good. And then a rejection here, and then it closed above. We went long, and I did record this trade. I recorded most of these, so I'll post those on YouTube so that you guys can see me live trading, and I'll do a voiceover or something because not all of them have live commentary, because I know that's extremely important for you guys to see what I'm doing, and talking about why I'm doing things. So same thing, levels to take profit. I always do 3 take profits. In this case, all 3 of them got hit. And it did go higher, right? But we passed our challenge actually by $1. I didn't realize how well I calculated that, but accidentally I passed my trading challenge by $1. So that was cool. And then here are some more that we're going to look at really quickly. We see a move down, we see consolidation, and then it closes above, and we take profit at levels. So where did we take profit? Here, 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 and here, right? You guys can see these levels, right? So here's something I do I've done it on 90% of these to risk almost nothing. So this is where it gets very exciting. This is why my win rate is so high. Not all of these are going to hit our 3rd take profit. Some of them are going to maybe go up, hit 2 take profits, and then come down, because that's just how the market is. You cannot predict it every single time. So what do? After we hit our first take profit, literally the second this hits and we trim If I'm in 10 contracts, we trim 4 out of 10. We're going to raise our stop loss to break even, and this can be done in a split second on Tradovate. You guys, this isn't like very difficult thing, and you'll see that in my live trading videos. You just literally drag it up like I just did, and that way you cannot lose money on the trade, which is excellent because you now have no risk and you can target these next levels. So I don't actually keep raising my stop loss usually, unless I'm up a lot. I don't, keep bringing it up with all these levels, but I'll at least do it for that very first take profit. And then we'll trim 4 more contracts. So 4, that's 8 out of 10, and then get out of the last 2 at this third take profit. That smashed, got these emails, got the certificate, all that good stuff. So let's go back here, let's look at these one more time and just reflect on why we entered these. Like in this case, you might be saying, hold on, am I like lying to you, or am I not showing everything? Because I didn't enter here, right? I entered here. Why didn't I enter here? We saw our consolidation, but it opened stupidly high above this level. So if I were to get in and this trade went against me, like let's say because it closed right here and opened here, this would be our long entry, right? No, not at all, because if this actually hits your stop loss, it's going to be $1,000 or more that you're losing. So you want to enter right above, literally right above, right? Right above, right above, right above, right above, right above. So you really like that's the only reason why you're not gonna get the trade this set up like 4 times a day or 5 times a day, is because a lot of the times you will see this where it closes a little higher. And it's only, I mean, you could still enter, but it's just that if it's a losing trade, you're gonna lose $1,000 or $2,000, and in this case you lose maybe 500, 600, up to $1,000, but nothing absolutely crazy when you're dealing with $50,000 of trading capital. So thank you guys very much for watching. I understand that I talk a little quickly or sometimes too slowly, so if you guys have any questions, join the Discord and DM me, or just comment any questions. I'll try and get to those as quickly as possible. Also, if you have any questions about what it's like with Apex, some of the rules, it is very complicated. It only really works for people who read all the rules and practice and fail multiple times. So if you guys have any questions about that stuff, my DMs are always open. But with that being said, have a great rest of your day, guys, and I'll have live trading clips coming very, very soon.